Hello, Johnny London here once again. Now, I've only been at this spot for a few days, so technically I don't have to move yet, but I'm going to move because this spot's not to my liking. The water was very high when I got here and I suspected that there would be problems. Indeed, the levels have been up and down, the boat's been on the wonk a few times, and I've had to slacken the ropes off and one thing and another. I've also put a plank of wood out that you can just see there in the background. That's meant to keep the boat away from the bank so that when the level drops, the boat stays level. But as you can see, every time a boat goes past, the boat moves around and the plank falls into the water, so that's not really working. Anyway, I've had enough of that, so let's hoy on down the way and see if we can find a bit of Arnco. Today I'll tackle several locks and a swing bridge as I make my way to Hemel Hempsted. It's the usual pre-cruise procedure. There was a big one in there. Another dunk and he's soon away. Seems to be a fish every time. Nothing in this one. The trick is to not get the rope too wet and to not forget the pins either. I've an idea there might be a few locks to do this afternoon. It's just a short hop to the first lock. Well, stroke of luck for me there. Someone was coming up through that lock, so they've left the gates open. I can go straight in. Obviously it's set in my favour, and probably the next few down from that will be as well. So that's something, although it would have been nice if he'd managed to not go all down the side of my boat as he went past. I make my way into the lock, and as both gates are open, it's super easy. Down we go. And it didn't take long. I haul the boat out. On to the next one. More building works here. What a shame for these lovely moorings. Next one already. Now to get the boat. I can haul the boat with the centre line. Well, I'm afraid sometimes, no matter how gently you slide into a lock, the other gate just comes open. I never even touched it or anything, but it's wide open, so that means I've got to go all the way around the other side to shut it now. Just slows things down a little bit. Over the gates I go. This is a well-known watering hole. Now just behind me we've got the Winkwell swing bridge. Now recently it's been out of action again and again and again. I'm not sure what's been happening to it, but I've got an idea. Frustrated car drivers have probably sabotaged it, because that can be quite a busy road, and invariably as soon as you lift the bridge, you know, cars come along, and it, you know, single-handed, it takes me quite a long time to get the boat through and come back and close the bridge again. So, you know, not ideal if you're trying to get somewhere and you haven't allowed an extra sort of 15 minutes really. But anyway, at the moment I see that the road's closed and the bridge is working, so it should be a doddle, but well, as usual, let's go and have a look. Well, I stand corrected, the road's now open, so I'm not going to be able to film much of this. I just better get cracking. Here's the control box. I use my waterways key, available from eBay, $1.99. Won't be a minute. Sure enough, the car's arrived already. That was good actually. Instead of just becoming irate at having quite a long wait for me, the chap who was waiting in his car operated the bridge for me. It's all closed up, he's left the keys there, so saved us both a bit of time. I can collect my keys and be on my way. The boatyard here seems to have a selection of dry and wet docks available. But for me, it's on to the next lock. And here we are. Well, I've only come about 10 yards from the bridge, and you guessed it, it's another obstacle, this time just a lock of course, and this one's not set in my favour. And I do remember 6 years ago when I came through here, this was one lock that I nearly couldn't open at all, so hopefully let's see if they've been needed a bit of maintenance since then. Bit of info there for you. Bit of a leaky gate. It all aids the descent. Quite an interesting looking boatyard across there, Hemel Marina. Looks like they have most services. I shan't stop today though, but keep it in mind. Well, it's not very quick doing it this way, but I just prefer it. Bow hauling. And yes, fortunately, the gates are not too bad this time. They must have given them a bit of grease since I was last here. I'm underway once again. What a beautiful barge. Wouldn't want to live in there. Not quite Armco. Well, I'm afraid this one's set against me as well. Yes, they're all against me today. I'm in the lock and draining down. With the gate open, I haul the boat out. Well, there seems to be another boat coming, so I've just left that gate open for them. Not much further now, I think. Cool, an half a tight landing stage that. There's just about enough room to get the boat on it and still be able to open the lock gate. I fill the lock. Fishery lock. So good, they named it twice. I untie the boat and unusually decide to haul it into the lock. It proves to be a bit slow and awkward. Won't bother doing that again. But it's in. And I'm soon draining down. I haul the boat out, close the gate, and leg it back aboard. Well, I've ended up with a lovely piece of prime real estate. Nice bit of Armco, nice straight wide bank, and it's something of a prime position. I'm very close to the town here, to Hemel, but it's also quite, not exactly a park, more sort of open bit, and the Texaco's across the road and the train station, all that sort of thing. So it's the town, but it's still sort of a bit of a country vibe, and really couldn't have done a lot better. And I know for a fact this will definitely do me for now. That's all for now.